Game is definitely much longer than the first. Oh, by a mile, yeah. Putting aside that the game is like 8 hours long, for me it took 8 to 10, let's just say. Because I think there are some side quests in the first game and the Forbidden Ruins. You could spend like probably 12 hours on the first game. But yeah, for sure, I agree. I mean, it's not really anything to agree on. This game is easily longer than the first. Putting aside the fact that the game takes like, the first game takes like 8 to 10 hours. This game is like, you know, long. By the end of today's stream, we're going to be like 39 to 40 hours in, and it doesn't even feel like we're at the very end. This is easily, possibly the longest PS1 game I played. Like, a game from the PS1 era, this is easily the longest. Even putting aside the jobs and the optional content. Well, I mean, if you put aside the side quests, it's probably tied with, like, Lunar 2 or something. But the side quests easily make it a longer experience. Yeah, level 2. Oh, you're gonna get not. Yeah, right. Yo, nice kill. Yeah, get him, Choco. Good job. Alright, Elk, you stand back. I want Deekback to get these kills because they're vulnerable. Give me the power shoot. Not this. Also, it doesn't have too much filler. Everything has a purpose. Yeah! I'm glad you see that, Raptor. I was gonna talk about that. Like, I was gonna talk about, like, you know, long games. The problem with long games are good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't mind the game if it's long or short. The game itself has to impress me. But, like, when you have a game that is this long, especially, or a Persona game. Persona is the first game I look at when it says long, because Persona 5 is incredibly long. Like, you're bound to have sections that feel like filler and feel like they could have been trimmed down or something. So far, I can't say yet because, you know, I haven't finished the game. Oh, hey, it's a wanted monster. Can't say yet, but so far, this game has not had any filler. Everything feels like, you know, everything feels like it fits in the plot nicely. Like, I could sum it up from the beginning. Like, I'm going to talk about parts we passed, obviously, because I played through it. Like, you know, you start off the game following Elk. Like, following Elk in the beginning of the game, like, with his traumatic past and all. Your mission is simple. Like, your mission is simple. You know, stopping Romalia and trying to save the other kids of the White House. So, the White House arc is the very beginning of the game, where, like, your goal is Romalia. Well, your goal is Romalia for the whole game. But White House is like, you want to go save the other kids and stuff, and you learn about Elk and stuff. You also slowly meet the other characters like Liza, Shu, Shantae, and see Ark's group being painted as villains, which is really, really neat. And then when you get to the second part of the game, when the characters separate, like, I liked it. A lot of people might say that the part where the characters separate is filler, but I disagree. Because those parts are used to, it might be slow for some people. I'm not going to say it's not, but slow and filler are two different things. By the way, hello new person. I'm going to read your comments in a minute. I just really want to, I don't want to lose my train of thought here about Arc the Lad 2, but I do see you're here. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you're enjoying, theoretically. But anyway, the part where they all separate, like you have Liza going to Holland to make peace with her grandfather, or like help out everyone there, or her grandfather specifically. And then, like, you have Shu teaming up with Tosh. Those are all very good moments. Because, first of all, it does a very good job at bringing in the Arc the Lab 1 characters. Because, you know, I like that the game does that, because I don't want the game to be like, hey, here's all the Arc the Lab 1 characters. Have fun, enjoy. The game slowly puts each character with someone to slowly, like, give them their screen time, which is really well done. The way this game handles the large cast is pretty good, especially for 1996. So far, we'll see how it ends, but so far, story-wise, I can't think of a single thing that I'm like, yeah, this shouldn't have been in the game. Plot-wise, this is, like, perfect, I would dare say. Just like Grandia. I feel like nothing in Grandia is filler, or... I mean, again, Grandia might seem different than this game, because Grandia is a lot more, like, focused on the journey rather than the actual destination. So Grandia is kind of hard to compare it to. But, you know, I will compare it to Grandia because I love Grandia. Like, while Grandia seems different because obviously Grandia might have things that seem filler, but Grandia really is about a different theme. This game has more of a deeper plot? This game's plot is definitely deeper than Grandia's. Not to say it's better than Grandia's, it's deeper than Grandia's. This game has much more of a straight path in its storyline. Like, it's much more deeper, basically. I don't know how to put it, other than that. While Grandia is a lot more focused on the journey and getting to know the characters and stuff, it's a lot more lighthearted of an adventure. Alright, I'm gonna see what's happening in chat. Arc the Lag game. Yes, we are playing Arc the Lag 2. I know this game is very underrated. Hidden gem? A lot of people don't know about this game, and I wish people did because it's so far it's been great. I'm gonna say this right now. Arc the Lab 1 was not a bad game. Arc the Lab 1 was a neat game with bad execution. For the new people here in chat, that's how I feel about Arc the Lab 1. It had some neat ideas, it was a fine game, but the execution and the balancing were bad and trash. And I hated playing it, because it felt like I had to play as Arc the whole time. It felt like I could not use the other party members efficiently. So, you know. Also, plot was very generic, and the climax was really interesting, though. I wouldn't say Arc has a lot of filler, though. The battles can feel a bit much at times. I see where you're coming from. I was just I was just talking with chat about how I feel. If I had to put one thing against the game, it's the whole MP management. MP management in this game seems a little difficult. Also, there are just lots of battles and dungeons, and battles do take a minute. I can see where you're coming from. However, it's not really filler. That's more just the fact that, like, I don't know, the battles are just long. So, you know, I don't know. I definitely see where you're coming from. It's not like a big deal, but if I were to put something on the gameplay down, that's definitely it. But that's so minimal that everything else in the game has been great. Persona is also the first game I look at with useless filler. Look, yeah, I agree. I hate to put down Persona. It does have some filler. Like, I say some. I think some is an understatement. As much as I love Persona 5... as much as I love Persona 5, Persona 4... Yeah, I like those two games. 3 I also like, but I haven't finished it. As much as I like those two Persona games, they do have their dose of filler. I do agree. This game's cast giant main problem is can't bring them all. Yeah, it's a lot of characters. A lot of characters to manage. I do see that problem. I'm trying to catch up with chat. There's a lot that happened as I was talking about the game. My multiple playthroughs, I usually wind up with the same party simply because they wind up the highest levels by default. Fair. I haven't finished the game. This is my blind playthrough. By the way, chat, this is a blind playthrough. Blind playthrough, I have not played this game, so no spoilers. I appreciate it. We're free to talk about the game, but do not spoil anything about the game. That should go without saying, but I just want to say that. Satani, welcome to stream. I see you in chat. Did you do a save conversion with the Romancing Stones? If so, I did not transfer all of them. When I played Arc the Lab 1, I only found 2 of the Romancing Stones. I know about the no MP accessory. I do know about the no MP accessory you can get, so... I did not get all of them because I think the first one was like really missable or something like that. Ellis Arizona, welcome. You passed out till 7. Wild. You're here now. What conversation do you have? I don't know what this means. Are you asking what we're talking about? If you're asking what we're talking about, we were talking about Arc the Lad and how it's a masterpiece so far. And then we are comparing it to Persona, which has filler. It could be a bit much on the mana angle. Yeah, I'm glad someone else agrees with me. I'm glad it's not just me about the mana thing. I didn't have to say understatement. Yeah, Persona has filler, dude. Like, trust me. As much as I love Persona 5, it has filler. And why I love Persona is not because of the story. The story's good in Persona 5. It's good. At Persona 4, not so much. Persona 5, the story's good. But why I love that game isn't the story, but the characters lift that game for me. And just the social aspect and stuff. Alright, back to the game. Oh. You must be the one that took my job at the guild. I hope you come a little faster, no matter. Is this a different job? I want to do the other one. Let me tell you about my problem. Oh, this is the second job, because there were 2 jobs here. I'm sure the guild told you a little, but they always get things a little wrong. I'll just tell you what's going on, what I expect. Tracks in here have a large number of rocks on them. Bum. That was a long pan over. I don't know how it happened, monsters, earthquakes, whatever. But the result is that I can't do any job, and if I don't work, I don't eat. So I've hired you to remove as many rocks as possible. Got it. Oh, and once the rocks are off the tracks, it sure would be nice if you got rid of them. When you're done, report back to me. Well, good luck. The main thing with mana overuse is simply convenience of AoE. Certain characters like Arc, Tosh, and El can run up. Yeah, I agree. Some of them rely on MP. That's true. I mean, that's not really a problem. That's just saying the characters have different roles. Like, Liza, Sonya, and Shantae, for example, rely on MP. That's not really a... I see what you're saying, though. That just goes back to saying the MP thing is a problem. I agree. I'm fine with that. I like that the characters, some of them rely on MP. I feel like that's how it should be. You don't want all the characters to be the same. You have to have them, like, be different. What on earth? I have to push these, apparently. It has filler. The whole game is filler. That's going a bit too far, Raptor. I'm not going to talk about Persona. We're not playing Persona. We're playing Arc the Lad 2, but that's going a bit too far. If you're talking about 5, I disagree. Even if you're talking about 4, I disagree. However, Persona 4's story is worse than 5's by a mile. I agree with you about the filler, that there was filler, but the whole game being filler, that's just wild, dude. I don't agree with that. Alright, well, I need to, like, move these minecarts, or these rocks. I think I need to, like, make way here. I forgot what this guy told me to do. I was too busy talking with chat. There's still 12 rocks. Oh, you just remove all the tracks. Continue. Alright, this is easy. Why would they put 2 jobs in Mount Bonza at the same time? Because I started one of them, and then the other one's like, hey, it starts automatically. I don't understand it. It's so weird. So this just seems like a pointless job. My opinion with Persona 3 and 4 is subjective. My first Persona game is playing on legit PS2, no save states, etc. I like both of them. I never finished 3. I can't say if I like 3 more than 4. I would have to finish 3, which I do plan to do when I do my playthrough of it. I would have to finish Persona 3 to say if I like it more than 4. I will say this. I do not like the characters of 3 more than 4. I love the characters of 4 a lot. So it's going to take a lot to beat the characters of 4. But, I don't know. The game itself, I might even put Persona 3 above 4. I'm not sure. I can't say until I finish it. Is that all I had to do? How many are on? 1 rock. Continue. What rock is it? Where are you, buddy? Where's this last rock? Is it over here? Yeah! Finish job. Thank you for moving all the rocks. Your rewards are to go. Oh, that was easy. I love easy jobs. Because I really want to move on the story, so I'm glad this was easy. Am I done with the mineral one? I might be. Also, we got a wanted out of it, which is pretty hog. If you haven't finished them... If you haven't finished, you haven't seen them grow. Well, yeah. I'm not trying to detriment 3. From what I've seen, 3's characters seem neat. But, like, I haven't finished the game, so I can't really compare. All I'm saying is, I have a very deep attachment to Persona 4's characters. I have a deep attachment to the investigation team, so it's going to take a lot to beat them. Heck, I would even say I like the investigation team more than the Phantom Thieves, just by a slight bit. They're both very close, but I feel like characters, I really just love Persona 4's characters. Probably the most, honestly. Keep collecting. 20 in total? That's a lot of minerals. Oh, hey, I found some. Alright, they're not that bad. But, again, I haven't finished 3, so I can't say it, but 3's characters are still going to be good, probably. You never know. They'll still be good characters, most likely. I liked what I've seen of them. But I haven't seen their whole development, so I can't say. All I'm saying is Persona 4, I adore those characters. And I know, I don't want to talk about it too much because I know Raptor is the opposite of me. But you know. Yeah, it's like that, Raptor. I mean, except I don't hate 3. Literally what Raptor just said is similar to how I feel. Except I didn't despise 3 like Raptor despises 4. I thought 3 was a neat game from what I played of it. I think I only made it like 40% through. I don't even think I made it halfway through. I really didn't make it far at all. From what I heard, 3 gets better at the end and it's a bit of a slow burn, which all Persona games are. But 3 especially. Definitely after Arena Ultimax, I'm gonna play Golden again. I really need to. And then we'll play 3. And Arena Ultimax, I'm gonna tell you right now, chat, it's not gonna take long. It's a fighting game. All I want to do is the story mode it has, and I don't think it's gonna be very long. Because it's a fighting game. So I'm fine with that being a really short playthrough because I'm only playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax for the characters. I like fighting games, they're fine, but I'm not really big on them. They're like okay. I'm literally only playing that game for more time with the characters, straight up. So if that playthrough doesn't last long at all, I'm cool with it. I just want more moments with my favorite characters. Yo, go down. Oh, Iga is too powerful. Ow. Yeah, get destroyed. That's what you get. Overall, 4 is more likable ones, but 3 filled with some of the best Persona character for me. Mitsuru is pretty good from what I've seen of her. Let's see, who are the characters of 3? Yukari was pretty good from what I've seen of her. I didn't dislike Yukari. I feel like I don't like Junpei. Is that his name, Junpei? I'm pretty sure it's Junpei. I just did the platinum for Persona 3 Dancing, so I should know the characters, but I just do not remember. But, Yukari was pretty good. I don't even think I got into some of them. I know there's a dog. I already love the dog, considering I didn't get to him. Fuka was okay from what I've seen of her. I didn't get enough of Fuka. Akihiko was really sick. So far, possibly my favorite of the 3 cast. Like, from what I've gotten to the game, Akihiko was a neat character. But again, I don't remember. I feel like the only character I just disliked playing was Junpei. I didn't get to the kid. I know there's a kid named Ken or something. I didn't get to him. I didn't get to the Shiba Inu. But I already love the Shiba Inu because it's a Shiba Inu. What's not to love about that dog? Am I missing a character? I don't think I am.